Hi, Mike from RunPhys.com. Thank you for watching today's video. If you like this video or other ones you may have seen, please consider subscribing to the blog. That way you will ensure that each video gets emailed directly to you and you won't miss any of the tips or exercises that these videos contain. Today I want to talk to you about your cadence. Cadence is the number of times your foot hits the ground per minute while you run. Now the consensus amongst a lot of the researchers out there is that your cadence should be right around 90 steps per minute. That's 90 steps with your right foot, 90 steps with your left foot. Now I don't believe it has to be an absolute hard and fast 90, but it should be in that neighborhood. I would say in the 85 to 95 range is a good safe range. But each person should take the time to figure out what their ideal cadence is. Now your ideal cadence is a function of multiple factors, including your height, the length of your legs, your relative fitness level, as well as how strong of a runner you are. So it's worthwhile to take the time to figure out what your cadence is right now, as well as work to get it within a good safe range. Most people start out too low, and that's a function of lack of stability in your hips and in your feet, as well as a lack of attention to a more efficient running gait. I've also heard of a few instances of a cadence being too high, and quite often that's a case of a lack of balance and a lack of stability, especially in your feet. As what you'll do is you'll kind of avoid really loading your feet, and you'll just kind of prance along almost on like a twinkle toes kind of a move. So that's not ideal either, but what we want is a nice healthy cadence that'll allow you to run more efficiently. So one of the first things that you can do to figure out if you have a good cadence is just simply count your steps as you run. Set a timer for about a minute, and count your steps. And from there, try to work to get it more into a healthy range. Some people will download apps or listen to music that has the cadence on it, or even using a metronome if you're near a treadmill. Anything you can do to get your cadence to where you're practicing running with a certain beat will be very helpful. On top of that, I want to show you two other exercises that you can do to help your form as well as help your overall muscle stability, so that way your running cadence can be more natural and more efficient. Now the first exercise, we're going to call it lunge to march exercise. So what you're going to do is you're going to just simply lunge down and then come up to a single leg march kind of a position, even rising up onto your toes. Step down, lunge down, and come back up onto your toe again. And you go back and forth like this, doing it for about 30 seconds. You can use that as a warm-up, or you can do multiple sets, even add some weights in there too, if you really need to work on the strength of your feet and of your hips. The second exercise you're going to do is a simple high knee running form drill, but you're going to do it leaning against a wall. Now we're doing it leaning against a wall to help promote a little bit of a forward lean in your body position, which is ideal for good running form. And you're going to lean against a wall and you're going to run in place, kicking your knees up one after the other. Now you want to do this either counting your steps or using some sort of an app or a metronome to make sure that you're running with the cadence that we want and that we're working towards. So you do that for a minute, possibly 2 minutes if you feel like you really need to reinforce it. Do that as part of a warm-up for your run, and that will help again train your brain into getting used to running with a proper cadence. So the attention to your cadence, that will help make sure that your whole body is working in a more efficient manner, which will make you a better runner and make you less likely to have injuries in the future. So give those a try, play around with them, let me know how they go. Run fast, friends.